Welcome back as the Crunch gets set for the Binghamton Devils. Final weekend of a 3-3 for the Crunch. Second to last weekend of the season for Syracuse. It's the 9th of 10 matchups between the Crunch and the Devils this year. On Countdown to Crunch Time, I'm Lukas Favale, joined by Crunch head coach Ben Groulx, presented by Supercuts. Ben, like we said, it's a 3-3 weekend for the Crunch. Last week, the Crunch had their 7-game winning streak snapped by the Charlotte Checkers. What did you see in the last game for the Crunch on Saturday?
Well, I thought Charlotte was a very good team. They were skating well. They're a deep team that plays the right way. And when you look at the other result they had the following days, like they beat Lehigh Valley twice at home, so they're going to be a very good team for playoff. And no, it was a good test for us. I think Charlotte was probably the best team we face in a while, so it's good preparation, obviously.
Is it? I don't want to say it's good to lose, but good to maybe ground yourself a bit here before the playoffs. You know, lots of winning streaks, but to take a loss like that and maybe learn from that loss.
Yeah, it's always an opportunity when you lose game. It's an opportunity to learn from the team that beat you, and I think we had a very good week of practice. But when you look at our numbers in March, especially, like I think it shows that our team is doing a lot of good things. Like we're third in the league defensively. I think our group of defensemen are playing real well. I think Ken's doing a great job with them. When you look at our goaltending, like I think the two goalies they've been pretty good, and Carl's doing a great job. And when you look at our young group of forwards, I think they've been pretty good. They've been very consistent, and when I look at the work that Jeff's doing with them, it's impressive. So I really like the fact that everybody's contributing, and everybody's contributing in the coaching staff. I think guys seems to do things the right way, do what's necessary to have success. So March was good, and it's for us to try to have a good April as well.
And you hit on all three categories on the team, and it's all been really successful, as you said, this year. And we'll start with the goaltending. And since the trade for Eddie Pasquale, you look at the numbers for both Connor Ingram and Eddie Pasquale, they're almost identical. I mean, they've been so good together. So for you as a coach and the coaching staff, it's probably got to be a lot of confidence you can put either of those guys out there, and it's consistent no matter what. Yeah,
and you know what? You're talking about the goalies, but when I look at the team, when I evaluate the team, I always go with departments like the power play, the PK, the goaltending, the defensive play, the offensive play, and I look at the work we've been doing there and investing with the players and the coaches. Our power play was 22% in March. We had a rough game against Charlotte, but still 22% in March, which is pretty good. And when you talk about the goalies, I think that, like you mentioned, like they both been key players for us. They're always giving us a chance to win. At times they won games for us. So now it's been an interesting month of March, and like we have 6 more games to go. We know 2 Utica, 2 Rochester, 2 Bingo. So those teams everybody's playing for something, and it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's the Binghamton Devils here tonight, 2 games against the Devils this weekend, and some of the league awards are starting to come out. You know, the All-Rookie team, the All-Star team for the AHL. No Crunch players on there, and I think, you know, with the team 3rd overall in the league, I think that goes to show just how deep this team can be, and it's not one guy, it's the rest of the group. What does that kind of tell you about this team?
I think you just mentioned it. I think it's a team effort. When you look at our group of defensemen, if you look at the numbers of Matt Bodie, he's having a great season. When you look at Don Machine, Eric Chernak, I think they're having a great season as well. So quietly, I think we have many players that are doing a lot of good things. I think our first-year pro players they've been great for us. When you look at Cirelli, who's on top, but Matthew Joseph, Mitch, Volke. So it's interesting to see the work they've been doing, and it's it's too bad that we don't have those guys on the top team. I think we have good players here, and our records speak for itself. Like, we're the third best defense in the league, the fifth best offense in the league. So it means that we're doing a lot of good things, but I think it's also shows that it's a team effort. We're using everybody, and it's good to see that as well.
Crunch, you're getting set for the Binghamton Devils here tonight. You mentioned Mitchell Stevens there a moment ago, and he's missed the last couple of weeks with an injury, but expected to get back in the lineup tonight. What do you hope to see from him as he kind of gets back from that injury and gets back in the lineup?
Well, Mitch is at his best when he skates, shoots the puck, and he's on the puck, and it was good this week to see that he was back at doing that. Like, I thought before he got injured, his game had slipped a little bit, but this week he seems very energetic, very dynamic, and I expect, like, he's a so important player for us when he brings those elements. He puts the other team on their heels. So we look forward to having him back.
And you mentioned all the first-year players, and another guy joining the mix now is defenseman Foote,
yeah.
First-round pick for the Lightning in 2017. Expected to make his debut tonight. Only a couple days of practice here for Cal, but what have you seen so far, and what do you expect from him tonight?
He looks good. He's got a big reach, 6'5", and he seems to learn quickly. We never know. We'll see how it plays out tonight. But so far, on the ice with us, he looks like any other player out there. Doesn't look lost at all. He looks at this place. He looks comfortable. He looks to. It seems that he's been with us for since day one, so it's a good sign, and we'll see tonight how it plays out.
It's the Crunch and the Devils here tonight. It's the first game of a 3-3 weekend for Syracuse. We're here with Crunch head coach Ben Groulx. Obviously, the 9th of 10 matchups against the Devils, so not really a whole lot of surprises. They've got a couple of new guys coming in, like every team does down the stretch. What can we expect here tonight?
Same type of game, tight game. Like, it's always, when we play them, it's always a tight checking game, and like you mentioned, like they're playing for something. Don't expect that team to be flat and wait for the end of the season. They're playing for something. They have new guys. They want to prove themselves. So we expect a tough matchup tonight.
All right, looking forward to it as the Crunch take on the Binghamton Devils here on this Friday night. This is Crunch head coach Ben Groulx, presented by Supercuts. Ben, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you.